where real growth coming from is to find another audience. You need to extend on that. So just let's see some example of what I'm talking about. Supplement brand. We are going to advertise to elite athletes who love MMA fighters. These are not necessarily real ads which I'm running, but very, very close to the businesses. So this is where we were 2 years ago. So baseline revenue, and then, okay, it's nice to speak to these people, but we need to pivot from it to add more revenue to the growth. So triathlon, yeah, a bit more broad, but still on the same path. And then a year and a half later, we arrived to Kelly, who is a 65-year-old house lady with joint problems. And of course, the question is, how many people out there who is similar to an MMA fighter, and how many people are out there who is Kelly, who is a 65 years old, love gardening, have joint problems, and all she needs is this supplement. And of course, I wouldn't call this a creative iteration. I wouldn't call this a creative diversity when you go from this avatar to this avatar. Once again, it's roughly 50% growth over doubling the business in a course of year and a half, 2 years. So, but once again, need to change ad copy. So, and it's calling out very specific avatars. So I am a 59-year-old who is just facing surgery, or who just had a double shoulder operations. So it's really going after the right audience. Also, me personally, I love using still interest targeting. I just had a call with a Met representative. She was talking about value rules, and I think somebody asked in the chat that value rules are basically holding Meta's hand and guiding the algorithm a little bit more. This is what exactly I'm doing with interest targeting. I'm not overkilling it, but basically from MMA names and from Joe Rogan, we arrived to using lawnmowering, cutting grass, gardening when it comes to interest. Also, that gives me an idea where to look and where to develop creatives. And again, the landing page, equally important. And then on the other side, it's very similar. You know, I'm pretty sure many people are targeting potentially people who are using yoga. And of course, yoga pants, yoga tops, all of that looks amazing, but there is a much wider audience, and probably it's very overcrowded if you're just talking about people who use yoga. But when we factor in the mothers who are looking healthy, looking after their kids, probably do not have time to spend a lot of time, you know, just relaxing and being equal and being on a yoga journey. They need to look after their kids. So this leggings brand is speaking to them that if you do not have time and you have a kid, then, you know, we are here for you. But once again, we shouldn't stop here, because then those kids will get older. And also, this is no body shaming at all. It is just stating the fact and talking about the different body types. Because once again, how many people in the States, fortunately, unfortunately, once again, I repeat myself, this is not talking about healthy eating and body shaming, but unfortunately, probably more people are in this category.
Yeah,
With
Attila
the
coming with the truth on Americans.
Not at all. Not at all. All respect to the ladies who are a little bit more curvy than usual.
I love you, Attila.
But try to being in the UK for almost 20 years, so try to put my polite sir hat on. Uh, but also what is telling, and once again, I'm just talking about data here. When we were experiencing around 20 to 30%, or with this change, 50% growth year over year, we were selling out from extra small sizes non-stop. That was the highly bought product all the time. As soon as we introduced this avatar, we were selling out from the large and extra large sizes. We have never ever seen before. But did I cut these ones? Of course I didn't. I'm running all of this. But once again, this business went well over a 2x in terms of growth when it comes to performance. So once again, I'm not staying with the yoga lovers. I try to find new audiences, and this is how I approach creative.